So now we're having breakfast in a little section of our hostel, and it's a little eatery that has a kind of do-it-yourself kitchen, as you saw on the sign, and a do-it-yourself kind of setup. But it has free tea and coffee all day, and this hostel is pretty cool. We're on the third floor, so it's a bit much, but let's take a look at how busy everything is. This hostel that we're in is very tall and narrow. It's very decorated, so it's really, really pretty. So that's the entrance. Those are a set of stairs that go up and up. And we are on the top floor. We're actually past that glass ceiling right there. It's really cool. So we've come to the Plaza de Espana, and it took us quite a good long while to find parking. But I think we found a prime spot. Not sure if we're allowed to park here, but you know, we'll see. It's right in front of the park. And we are also right in front of a monument. This guy right here. Yeah, parking's very difficult. So this is walking inside the plaza. Oh, that's neat. You can see a nest up in the tree right there with a bunch of birds in it. It's a little nest for doves. But yeah, the Plaza de la España is supposedly very huge, very big. It's got a lot of like walking pathways and whatnot. And it goes on for quite a ways. This place is really pretty too. Like, the amount of greenery here, as opposed to all the buildings that you usually see around the city. I mean, this is really, really nice, and it must be a really good breath of fresh air compared to being in the confines of the city. So one thing we're coming up on, a bunch of school kids were in front of, or walking in rows. It's really cute, but there's also horses and carriages that walk through this park, which makes sense, although I haven't seen where they start from. But this is a really cool building within the park. Check it out. That is pretty. So in searching for a geocache, I have stumbled upon something quite nice. This is part of the reason why I love geocaching, is because they show really cool sections of parks and neighborhoods that you wouldn't really expect. And this is more towards the center of the park, and it is beautiful. It's like a little patio, but I think it's almost like a yeah, I'm not quite sure. Looks like some light structure. Very cool. Apparently, yeah, I can't tell what used to happen here, but something cool happened. So this place is very nice. It has a lot of fountains and waterworks going on. Let's take a look. Look at all the fountains that are going on. So this section right here is known as the Jardín de Leones, or the Lion Garden, because it has all the lion statues all set out. It's really nice. So we're coming up on the main plaza of it, but we came up on the side where we dropped my mom off. And first and foremost, this building is very impressive.
I don't know how well you're gonna hear me, and there's definitely gonna be some BGM on this, but we are currently at Sevilla's Plaza de Espana, or the Plaza for Spain, and it is incredible. Like, it's huge, and as you can see, it's like a palace, and there's so many different areas. And one of the cool things is, at intervals, they have a place that's dedicated to the prefectures, or the like general locations, states perhaps, of Spain. And there's like Barcelona and Madrid, as well as, I tried to get all the places we're going, Sevilla, and everywhere that we were going to be in, we tried to get a little bit of footage of that, which is pretty awesome. But it's pretty warm now because it's like noon, and we did park quite far away. We did do a little walk through, I believe it was Maria Luisa Park. I could be having that wrong, but there was like a water fountain, or a waterfall, I'm sorry, and all these water fountains that were in there, and it was quite amazing. It's super peaceful for the hustle and bustle of Sevilla, or what is Sevilla, so it was kind of nice to be able to walk through that general area. But I believe we're going to the Alcázar, or Palace, next, so we'll check back in when we get there. Alright, cool. Alright, so we just finished up at the Plaza de Espana, and we took a quick pit stop to get some coffee at a little cafe right next to the plaza called Citroën, similar to the vehicle. It's a pretty neat little spot, and just a quick pit stop before we move on to the Alcázar. So, alright, we'll get to the next site in a second. Alright, cool. Come on. Alright, so right before we enter in the castle here, we're actually just getting a quick thing at lunch. We have a sirloin hamburger, a beef stew, and I got eggs, fried potatoes, and jamon, or ham. Looks like it's good. Gracias. And yeah, everything looks amazing. So we're chilling at Puerto Jerez, and yeah, we'll be going to the palace soon. So, oh, I also got a sangria. That's a very important note. All right, and we have completed walking around the Alcázar Palace. It is incredible. The place is huge. Like, they said that it only takes about an hour and a half to kind of get through it. I would say if you're actually interested in like history and looking at like architecture or paintings or anything, to definitely give yourself more than that. The whole idea that you could get through an hour and a half is pretty amazing to me, because with all the gardens and all the different levels of places that you could go and view, it's just so incredible. I mean, there's so many different water fountains and kind of little, like, I don't know what to call them, like water paths or something, aqueducts perhaps. And there's also tons and tons of green everywhere, like not just in the gardens, but, or perhaps they are gardens, I don't even know what they are, like squares or inside type of atriums, I would almost call them, where like you could walk through, like between the buildings, they have like little gardens in between them, and it's really intricate. There's all sorts of stuff. We just walked through rooms that had like all these huge tapestries and we walked through rooms that had all these old paintings in them, and they kind of really explain everything here, from like the gate of like riches and whatnot, which is the entrance from the outer garden into the inner garden, or the ambassadors hall, which is where the king would greet ambassadors from all over the world as they came here. That was actually pretty crazy. The architecture here just changed so drastically from area to area. Some places looks like it's like regular Spanish type, Spaniard type, I guess you could call it. Others it's like has like a Muslim like influence on, and others look like they're from that kind of like knight in shining armor time period. I don't know, medieval I guess would be the title of that. But it is incredible, and there's a lot to see here, so definitely worth it. I think we're gonna go do laundry next. Random, I know, but that's the next deal. Alright, cool. Check back in a moment.